Welcome back to Businesses Boundless in Kern County. I'm Richard Chapman, President and CEO of the Kern Economic Development Corporation, and joining us now is Dr. Ravi Patel with the Comprehensive Blood and Cancer Center. Thanks for being here today, Doctor.
Thanks, Richard.
Tell me more about CBC's history.
Well, you know, 1 out of 3 people in the world, and particularly in the United States, will get cancer. And it's unfortunately a sad thing if it is not picked up early or cured, because it wipes out people's families and themselves. So we've sort of collected an entire team of people, an army of more than 300 people, just dedicated to changing the lives of people who have cancer.
Well, and then that's, I think you talk about the one-stop comprehensive center, and it's so important, you know, healthcare and economic development. We recruit and grow local companies, and that's such an important quality of life. Do we have local quality healthcare versus going over the mountain for many services? So we tend to call it leakage, and now we've stemmed some of that leakage. So explain how you've attracted talent and grown your operations.
You know, one of the problems years ago when I started my office, it was a 1,000 square foot office. And if a patient needed radiation, they had to go somewhere else. There wasn't actually any radiation at that time. Wow. Chemotherapy somewhere else, clinical trials somewhere else. If they had to go to UCLA for a variety of things, we decided why not bring in everything over a period of time at a single site. Today, every aspect of cancer care, whether it's chemotherapy, radiation therapy, clinical trials with UCLA, who we're tied up with, people don't have to go to UCLA. We do UCLA clinical trials here.
Yeah, and it does take a toll on families to go over the hill, and this helps in many ways, not just getting quality care, but having to eliminate that commute up and down. And then the other thing about your center, people come from outside the county to CBCC.
They do.
What are some of the partnerships you can talk about? I know you work with Dignity Health and other providers.
You know, we've had a wonderful relationship with UCLA for access to new drugs. Some of the major drugs which have changed the lives of cancer patients were researched right here in Kern County with UCLA and us. We have a tremendous relationship with Dignity. We collaborate on a variety of things. As a matter of fact, we're so committed that we are going to be, the cancer floor on the Mercy Southwest side is going to be dedicated by our name, just to make sure that it shows the commitment and the partnership we have with Dignity.
And we know that the healthcare industry is critical to Kern County's economy. It's actually number 2 in terms of number of employees, about 50,000, and it's the fastest growing sector projected over the next decade. Talk about how you attract talent and retain talent. I mean, that's what...
You know, when people come to work, they want to really make, particularly in healthcare, they want to make a difference in people's lives. It's difficult to make a difference if you don't have all the bells and whistles at the same place. And it just makes music to them if they can see the patient, immediately get a blood test, take them to get a CAT scan, set them up for treatment, all on the same day. The anxiety and relief for the patients is tremendous. And everybody, it's not just me, but our entire team working together makes the difference.
What can we expect looking forward? What are some exciting projects you can discuss today?
Well, you know, we're continuing to develop the relationship with UCLA a lot more on new drugs and new developments. We're trying to get new technologies for detecting cancer in the blood when the first sign of cancer emerges. We're also looking at a variety of new targeted therapies, which basically we can hit a bullet in your body which just goes after the cancer and does not destroy the rest of your body. So very targeted therapy is a critical thing in achieving better success and quality of life for patients. And we're trying on those new clinical trials. But we also want to make sure that patients who do not have access to cancer care have the funding for that. So as a result of that, we established what was called the Kern County Cancer Fund. And we also have what is called the Ravi and Naina Patel Foundation, which is also dedicated towards supporting cancer care in the community. And that Ravi and Naina Patel Foundation has been tied up with the establishment of the oncology floor at Mercy Southwest, which is going to be opening in the near future.
Wow, well, wonderful. Well, thank you for coming on the show today, and tell us where we can go to find out more information about CBCC.
Easy, cbccusa.com, and the Ravi and Naina Patel Foundation.
Fabulous. Well, thank you for all you do for the community, you and your team. And remember, business is truly boundless in Kern County.